Okay, so what I wanted to show in this video is we have my F350 and an ATC toy hauler, and we're going to hook up the gooseneck without the toy hauler and without the side-by-side in the back. And I'm gonna measure the squat, and then we're gonna load the side-by-side and see how much it reduces the squat on the trailer. This isn't gonna be an exact science as far as how much weight we've taken off the pin, but I'm just curious to see how much it lifts the front of the trailer up and reduces the squat once we load the side-by-side in the back. So right now, just come zoom in on this, come get close. So we're at 42.5 at the bottom of this lip here. Call it 42.5. So let me measure that one more time, make sure we're straight up and down. So what I'm going from is the bottom of this lip here, which kind of bends out, and it's at about 42.5. So, all right, now come over here so you can see this with the gooseneck. So we have a Gen Y hitch with their torsion flex technology, and it's the auto locker. So okay, so it connects automatically, so that's locked on. I've got the B&W goose ball, and then I also have, if you show over here, so we have the 7-pin connector, and then we have this extra connector which is for the Pro Trailer backup assist, which I've never actually used. I'd like to try it out, but I've never used it. You can see it right there, it's kind of hard to see. So 7-pin Pro Trailer backup assist, and what that is, so here's the 7-pin connector right here, and then the Pro Trailer, hold this for me, grab it, the Pro Trailer backup assist connection, I mounted myself. I might end up moving the mount to put it right here next to the 7-pin connector, but here they are right here, and I've got them kind of twisted together because this Pro Trailer backup assist is a really lightweight cord, and if you don't kind of wind them together, it'll blow out of the back of the truck and be flopping around. So let me hop out of here and connect that real quick. So set this up, come over here so you can get this. So 7-pin goes there, and then the Pro Trailer backup assist goes here, and it's got this little lock right here, so it locks it into position with this cap. When I push it in, and then the cap actually locks onto the bottom, so it cannot come out. So that's connected, and then for the rest of my connections, it's pretty easy. Separate that somehow got. You do have to get it in the back of the truck to do this, but those are connected, and then the breakaway trailer brakes. I need to get like a little D-ring or something, a carabiner, to make this easier, so I don't have to wrap this cable on itself, then it kind of takes 2 hands. But there's that, everything's connected, and then I'll kind of move that out of the way so it doesn't inadvertently get pulled. But that's it. So that's all connected. We'll close this up, and let's film the trailer squat. So you want to come over here, and I'm gonna film this. It's gonna squat the trailer pretty bad because unloaded, the ATC, their claim is that this pin is 3,500 pounds because we have the generator in the front. Otherwise it's a 3,000 pound pin. So 3,500 pounds, plus we have our stuff in here, probably another couple 100 pounds on the tongue. So probably in the realm of 37 or 3,800 pounds on the pin without the side-by-side in the back. So it's gonna squat pretty significantly. Get a good angle so you can see how much it's gonna squat. So that squatted quite a bit. What were we at, 42 and a half?
Mm-hmm.
So let me pull these legs in and then we'll see what we're at with the legs in, and show them the Gen Y hitch. So you can see how the Gen Y hitch, the arms have actually flexed down and they're almost parallel with the ground. And I've talked to the Gen Y reps on the phone and they said as long as these bars are parallel or above, that's where they're supposed to be. So I thought maybe, because this hitch they claim is good for 5,500 pounds of pin weight, and so they put this little sticker on them, and the sticker says I'm in the red. If you look at that, I'm like right on the green and red mark at the max. And they said ignore the sticker, you know, somebody sticks that on there. As long as the bars are not below parallel, which they're not, they're slightly up in the rear. They said that's fine. It can still flex up and down. So somewhere near parallel is optimal. So anyways, all right. Take that, legs are up. We're all connected. Now I'm gonna pull the truck forward so we have enough space in the back to load up the side-by-side. Let's get a quick measurement before we do it. So we said 42 and a half. I bet this thing squatted like 4 inches. So 42 and a half down to 38 inches. So 4.5 inches is what it squatted. That's a lot. And let me look at the bump stops. My math is right. 38, 42 and a half, 4.5 inches. That's a lot of squat. 38, yeah. Maybe 38 and a quarter. No, it's right at 38. Yeah, so 4.5 inches of squat. And if we look at the bump stops in the back, I hope you can see this. It's about an inch off touching the rubber bump stops. So we have an inch of travel before we hit the bump stops. And the overload springs are obviously touching there. And you can't really see it in the back here, but the other one's up there. So it's pretty loaded down right now. We should have measured the front to see if the front's lifted at all, but here, let's get a quick measurement on the front. So the rear's at 38 and the front's at 39 and a half. Actually, let's call it 40. So 2 inches higher in the front than in the back. Okay, let's get it strapped down real quick and then we'll get the door closed so
okay.
that'll get the weight of the door on the trailer, so we'll get an accurate measurement because we're going to put a couple more things in the back. All right, side-by-sides in, strapped down, and once we get this door closed up, it's a really cool system how this works. And then these cables that hold the ramp door just lock in position. How much we reduced the squat on the trailer. So what were we at, 38 inches?
38.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, it's kind of not an exact science. 39 inches. So we're at 38.
Yeah.
So an inch-ish. 39. Call it between ½ inch, 3/4 of it, or in 1 inch. Just because we're on a gravel lot, so the rocks obviously make a difference. But you can definitely tell that it's come up. And then if we look at the bump stops, well, here you can see just in the arms right here, the arms are not as parallel with the ground. They're slightly more elevated in the back, so that's good. And then yeah, now you can see air, you can see daylight on the bump stop there. So I'd imagine we're at least, I mean, that's a 2,000 pound side-by-side, and we have some stuff in the back of it. I'd say at least takes 500 pounds off the front of the trailer. So there we go. Big girl. So this is a let's get a quick shot of the trailer door over here. So over here, baby. Just so you can see, here's the sticker. I'll film that. So it has 7,092 pounds of payload, and you can pause it here. Max gross weight's 21,000 pounds. They claim it weighs about 13.5, I think, empty. But we have 200 gallons of fresh water, and then 2 65-gallon tanks for black and gray. And then I'll show you this one here on the door, if you can read it. So total length 45 feet 3 inches, if you can see that. Make that a little easier. Okay, so 13,900 pounds unloaded, 21,000 pounds fully loaded, 7,000 pounds of payload. Total length is 45 feet 3 inches. There you go. There's the model of the trailer. I call it a 4319 because it's supposed to be 43 feet long with a 19-foot garage, but it's actually 45 feet long. So PLA 700, it's an ATC toy hauler. She's a big girl. She is a very big girl. But all aluminum, no wood construction in the trailer. So you put about 3,500 miles probably on this trailer. Got 5,000 miles on the truck pulling this trailer around. So there we go.